What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the bullet points. We review all sorts of stuff here, and some of them are fantastic and go bang, and some of them are more kind of everyday type stuff. So I saw some advertisements a little while back for Alien Gear holsters. I owned an Alien Gear holster for a Glock 43. It's the old style. I think it's their Cloak 3.0 or something like that. Anyway, I thought that they always made kind of decent stuff. And I saw an ad come out for this new kind of all-in-one type carry system. And one particular aspect about it really caught my attention. It's this guy here. It's a little kind of backpack clip-on thing that goes on your shoulder strap that can hold really any gun you want. I was looking for something that I could carry a handgun with me when I'm out hunting. If I'm bow hunting and come across a mountain lion or something like that, bow's not going to do me too much good, so I wanted to have something readily accessible. At the same time, I didn't want to carry around like a Glock 17 or something real big that was going to be bulky, so I went ahead and contacted Alien Gear and got this little strappy deal for the Glock 43. So a couple things I like, a couple things I'm not so hot on, but I'll start with what I like about it. First of all, it's nice and it's out of the way. It's easily configurable to any backpack that you put it on, and I'll show you how that works in a second. I do like the retention part of it. This thing's not coming loose in a hurry. If I took like a Marcus Luttrell style tumble down some rocks, then I'd be a little bit more worried about this coming off. But as far as anything that I would do, this isn't going anywhere. It does have a retention kind of thumb piece here, so reach back here with your thumb. Unlocks the gun, you can take it out. So that part of it's cool. However, the thumb piece is real flimsy. I would be worried about in, like a dire situation, like a, predator attacking you, hitting that maybe a little bit too hard and breaking it. But it does retain the gun fairly well. So once locked in there, it's not going anywhere. So let's take that out. Now, the other thing that I like about it is Alien Gear came out with this very kind of modular, configurable setup. This is just one of the pieces to it. They've got like a inside the waistband, outside the waistband, all sorts of different configurations that you can get with this particular setup. And this is the one that I opted for just because it was really the only need that I had at the time. So the way that this works is there's a female insert here, male over here. It's almost shaped like a sprocket, right? So you can change it to different angles, really whatever angle you'd like. So, you can kind of lock it up, you can lock it sideways, however you want that to go. And then here's the latching system, just spring-loaded latch holds it in place. So again, we'll put it at this angle, lock it in. It's not really going anywhere. Hit that release and it pulls out. The part that I'm not real crazy about is this here. So this is the retention piece, which does break the gun free. But if you look here, this is just a very thin piece of plastic. And it really kind of makes me think if you hit it at the wrong angle, like that, it might break. Outside of that, I think it does a pretty decent job. This guy here is pretty cool, actually, the way that they designed this. So this straps onto any backpack strap and adjusts based upon the size of it. The way that it locks in place is these two little tabs here. Pull these out, and then just almost like a buckle, it folds out, and then you've got your mount hardware there. And then to put it on, equally as simple. Just put it in the positioning you'd like. Wrap this first guy around, put the second one in, and this motion right here actually gives it some leverage, so it clamps down pretty tight. And once it does, hit those two little retaining pins, and then it's not going anywhere. Alien Gear did a really good job designing this piece here. I do like how it's got this textured grippy area here, so it's not going to be sliding. So I'd mentioned that this piece here left a little bit to be desired. I understand there's some cost savings measures that go into that, so it's a little bit cheaper plastic, and this is not a Kydex. This is just kind of like an injected molded plastic, but it still retains the gun fairly well. There's not a lot in the way of extra room for larger sights, so if you guys do have raised sights on your gun or whatever, it's probably not going to work in here. That takes up just about all the room there is. And then your slide release here. If you have an extremely extended one, it's not going to fit. This is a pretty tight setup right there to begin with. I'd mentioned that this is part of a larger, more modular or configurable setup. And this part of the holster here actually comes apart with these two little twist tabs. So we twist those sideways and then drop that one, and then these guys split apart here. So now you can use this with the other portion of the Alien Gear hardware. So this would be your outside retainer for your inside the waistband holster, or you would use this entire piece here, just kind of sliding it back into place and then locking it back in for an outside the waistband holster. So guys, I think Alien Gear has a pretty decent piece of hardware here. I like the configurability of it. I like the simplicity of it. Again, the materials are a little bit lacking, but at the price point, it's not all that bad. So if you're looking for something that you can take out hunting with you out in the field that can get a little bit beat up and you're not too worried about, but still holds your weapon very well, Alien Gear's got a pretty decent setup. Cruise on over to Alien Gear. We'll post the link down below. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time on the Bullet Points. Hey guys, if you enjoy our reviews, make sure you give a like, subscribe, and then you can follow us on both Instagram and Facebook at the Bullet Points.